Good evening, children. I hope you are all well. I'm having a few issues with my camera today. It's not been a very good day, and the camera's not wanting to work today either. But we're not going to let that stop us. So I hope you've had an amazing first week back at school. I'm sure you've had a great time being with your friends again and seeing your teachers again. I'm sure you've had an amazing week. An amazing week. So let's jump into this week's lesson. So let's have a look at some everyday objects that we may see. Here we have some traffic lights, and we would see these when we are driving in a car or maybe we're on a bus. We'd even see them when we're out walking. And we know that the red light means that the traffic is to stop. The amber light in the middle means that they can get ready, and the green light means that the traffic can go. Let's have a look at cake making. What's your favourite cake? I love chocolate cake, but we know that we need to follow a recipe which will say that we need to have flour and butter and eggs and milk, and we need to follow the instructions so that we can make the perfect chocolate cake. Let's have a look at some stuff in the kitchen. So we know that there can be some more dangerous stuff in the kitchen that the adults in the house would tell us maybe not to be touching, such as the sharp knives and the kettle. And the adults in the house tell you not to touch them because you can hurt yourself on them. So it's all about following instructions. And this lesson is all about obeying your parents. So, today's story, we're going to be hearing about King David and find out if his son obeyed this rule. So, we have King David and his grown up son, Prince Absalom. There's Prince Absalom. Absalom isn't very pleased with his dad. And you can see there he's looking a bit angry, isn't he? So Absalom liked to be seen by the people in Jerusalem. He bought himself chariots, horses, and bodyguards, making himself look very important. Everybody thought he was wonderful. Absalom began to think he was better than his father and could do a better job. In his heart, he was rebelling against his father instead of respecting him. So God gives us parents and other influential adults who can take care of us. They try to do the right thing, and we must do as they say without thinking that we know better. So let's talk about influential adults there. These adults are people like your parents or other adults that you live with in the house. They are also teachers, and they can also be your grandparents and aunts and uncles as well. Absalom had made a bad plan. I wonder what he was going to do. He wants to be in charge. He tells his father he is going to another city called Hebron to worship God. And we can see him there talking to his father about going to this other city. His father thought he was telling the truth, so he let Absalom go. Absalom took 200 men with him. They didn't know what he was plotting. Then Absalom sent out secret messengers to say, "As soon as you hear the sound of the trumpets, shout out, 'Absalom is king' in Hebron." So the number of people on Absalom's side grew and grew, and he encouraged them to follow him and disobey King David, who was his father. So we need to watch out, and we need to make sure that we are respecting the parents and other influential adults. We don't lie to them, and we shouldn't moan about them to our friends. A messenger came to King David, and broke the news to him that Absalom was plotting to take over as king. Poor King David. He loved his son Absalom, and he was broken-hearted. King David and all his servants had to run away to a safe place. Perhaps Absalom thought he could get away with it, but the Bible tells us that he died soon after, and David was very sad. But David's servants had got it right. They showed by what they said and their obedience that they honored the king. If we want God to bless us too, we must respect our mum and dad and other people in charge of us. So, respecting our parents is definitely the right thing to do. The Lord Jesus respected his parents all his life, even showing love for his mother as he was dying on the cross. Let's ask God to help us listen to them and obey them as we grow up, so that one day we will be good parents too. So let's have a quick recap. So, who was this person in the story? We had King David, and David's son was called, can you remember? That's right, his name is Absalom. But look, he was quite angry with his father, wasn't he? What did Absalom do to his father? That's right, Absalom lied to his father. And we can see here in this picture, this is where he tells his father that he's going to a new city called Hebron to worship God. So, did the people, did they like or dislike Absalom? That's correct. They liked him. And we can see here in this picture that when Absalom left for Hebron, he took 200 men and his chariots and his horses. So can we remember what this week's story is all about? It's all about honouring that's it, your parents. Well done, children. Excellent learning. So, unfortunately, I know you can't see me tonight, but that was a great story and a really good example of how we should be obeying our parents. So watch out for your worksheets and your new video and the verse to learn and the other fun bits that we do throughout the week. And I hope you have an amazing week ahead, and I will see you all next weekend. Take care, everyone. Bye.